There's a lot of talk of a tech winter. And I want to ask Brad Smith first about, because Microsoft announced 10,000 jobs being retrenched just yesterday. How do you see the prospects of the tech winter, and how does this impact your outlook towards a market in a country like India?
Well, I don't know that I would use the phrase tech winter, even if this is the first time I've ever been with people in India looking at snow out the window, as we are here in Davos today. I do think that across the technology sector, at least on the west coast of the United States and a bit more broadly, the industry hired more people than it has found the growth in the last year to continue to support. So, we joined the ranks of others, and yesterday said we were going to be reducing our employee count by about 5%. Now, even after that, even after we're done, we'll have more employees working at Microsoft, in July of 2023 than we had in July of 2022. So, that's more like spring or fall than winter. We'll have to get in balance. One of the things that Satya Nadella said yesterday when he sent an email to all of our employees is really we've got to think about two things simultaneously. In the short run, because you always have to manage through the short run, we need to align our resources with the revenue opportunity. But it goes back to the bigger topic we're having here right now or across Davos. This is an important moment in the history of technology, especially for a company like Microsoft, for the role we are playing as a first mover on artificial intelligence. And so part of what we're doing is ensuring that we're putting our resources in the right places.
Does this hold the prospect, Mr. Gopinathan, in the longer term of the need for lesser techies as well? It's been spoken of for a long time. There have been multiple reports about freshers getting job offers, not from any one particular company, I'm talking about the industry in general, and then not being onboarded, or that being the onboarding process being delayed for several months. How concerned are you that with tools like ChatGPT being able to solve for most problems, that impacts employment as we know it at this moment?
Oh, not at all. If you even look at the United States, which is far ahead in the technology curve, by various estimates, the total technology talent required by the industry versus availability, there's a gap of something like 3 million. So we are in a hugely supply constrained situation. And this is to execute the projects that are currently envisioned. As I said, the extent of technology leverage in value chains is still at a very early stage. And industry after industry is getting disrupted with the extent of technology.
That also requires coding skills and technical skills of a very high order. What do you think ministers like Minister Vaishnaw and the government should be doing to try and equip young professionals with those kind of cutting-edge skills which companies like Microsoft or TCS would require?
The history of Indian IT, supported so strongly by the government, is actually a testament to the fact that we continuously keep on upgrading to whatever is the new technology challenge that comes about. And we have always demonstrated that ability to constantly learn. And one thing that, if anything, and Satya Nadella keeps talking about it, the one thing that differentiates humans and what's critical that we need to nurture is our ability to continuously learn. If you believe that, the old style, that you learn once and then you will apply it for the rest of your life, that world is gone far beyond.
Yeah, if I could jump in on this, speaking as an American who has a leadership role at a global technology company, India has the most valuable natural resource in the world for the next 3 decades. It's this extraordinary number of talented engineers and data scientists. And AI is a tool that will make everyone more successful, frankly, will reduce the less probably rewarding aspects of creating software, will create an opportunity and need for everybody to grow their skills and get better. But look, what I see, what Saudi Arabia is to oil, India is to engineering. And the world of the 21st century is being built with this natural resource. And the fact that so many young Indians are going to university, are getting engineering degrees, are learning data science, keep going. The world needs you, and this is one of the most important economic engines frankly, in the history of economics.
But a lot of that data science is being taught in universities in the US and elsewhere. You've yourself been the beneficiary of a high-level education. Given the state of India's higher education, for the large part, many would say a country like China has done much more in developing global world-class educational institutions than India has. A lot of the likes of Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, Arvind Krishna have made their names outside India.
I wouldn't accept that point. Indian education system is so well appreciated all over the world. The universities, some of the institutes that we have, the IIT system, many of the other institutions are really, really world class. Research is at cutting edge. Collaboration with global educational institutions is real time. Each and every aspect of education we are constantly collaborating, and education is not zero-sum game. It is always a win-win when you collaborate with MIT. IIT Kanpur has a collaboration with MIT. MIT wins, IIT wins, both win. So that is the kind of approach we have followed. And the new education policy of Prime Minister Modi ji, that actually reinforces that direction and gives much more flexibility to the education system. For example, 5G. We are setting up 5G labs in close to, by now, about 60 universities. So all these students are now getting an opportunity to see what 5G is, experience it, see what different use cases can be built. When they come out of the university, they are ready for the new technological leap. Semiconductor, 85 universities we have already set up the semiconductor labs. AICT has already curated a new course. So it's a very, very dynamic situation, and we are very glad that the new education policy gives us that flexibility.